Hey everybody, Dr. Nelson here. This is a video about how to solve multi-step inequalities. So what's going to happen is the first page we're going to do some notes together, and then we'll do some problems together on page 2, and then you have a chance to pause the video and try some problems on your own, and then at the end you can see how you did. Alright, so a couple of key things about solving multi-step inequalities. First of all, don't forget about the golden rule. Alright, remember the golden rule is that when you multiply or divide both sides of the inequality by a negative, you have to flip the sign, right? That's key. So let's put a little star over here next to the golden rule, all right? And then the rest, all you gotta really know is just you solve the inequality like you would solve an equation. So let's write that down here. So solve an inequality, solve the inequality like an equation. Alright, so let's do a few problems together. If you turn the page. So number 1, we have 8 times a number minus 5 is greater than 15. So step number 1 is we're going to add 5 to both sides. So now we have 8x is going to be greater than 20. And then divide both sides by 8. And when we do that, we end up with x is going to be 28ths, which if we divide 20 by 8, 8 goes into 20 2 times with 4 left over, and 4/8 is going to be a half. So x is going to have to be greater than 2 1/2. So this actually should have been a greater than sign right there. So that's number 1. All right, number 2, we have 10 plus 4 times a number is less than 20. Really, it's the same process here where we want to subtract 10 from both sides. So we're going to eliminate the constant value first. So now it's going to be 4 times x is going to be less than 10. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 4. And x is now going to be less than 10/4, which is also 2 1/2. Alright, now the final one we have a number divided by 7 plus 4 is less than or equal to -3. So again, same step. We're going to take away 4 from both sides. So now we have a number divided by 7 is less than or equal to -7. Now I'm going to multiply both sides by 7. And when I do that, these 7's cancel out. And we're going to have x is going to be less than or equal to -49. And there's our third answer. Alright, so what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video and try the your turn now problems. Some of the problems are like this, some of them are a little more difficult, but when you're done, hit play and you can see how you did. Alright, good luck. Alright, welcome back. Let's see how you do with these practice problems. So to save a little bit of time, I actually went through the problems and did them for you. So take a minute and take a look at my answers and make sure they match up with your answers. And if you did make a mistake, try to see where the error occurred. Alright? Now, really for the most part, problems number 1, number 2, number 3, 4 were kind of done the same way, where you had to first remove the constant from both sides, and then you divided by the coefficient or multiplied, right? Number 5 was just a one-stepper, right, where you divided both sides by 6. And then number 6 was the one that was a little bit tricky, because you had a variable on both sides of the inequality sign. So I had to first subtract 3x from both sides to make that 9x is greater than 1. And then, once I had one variable, I could divide by 9. I got x is greater than, that should just be greater than, 1/9. Alright, how'd you do?